We have a responsibility to glorify life by pushing past and pushing through simple-mindedness. We have a responsibility to push past everything we know to be true about life, to walk towards a deeper understanding of things. We have a responsibility to evolve mentally on a day-to-day basis, beyond everything we've been told, beyond everything we think we know. We have a responsibility to push the narrative forward, to create the dialogues, to expand our horizons on a physical level, mental level, emotional level. We have a responsibility to understand ourselves and to categorize correctly the things that we experience. We have a responsibility to understand beyond anything we've ever seen. We have a responsibility to connect everything to something greater. We have a responsibility to be more than what we know to be true. We have a universal responsibility to show up as the best versions of ourselves, to inspire others to do the same. We have a responsibility to always want to listen, to want to know, to ask questions. We have a responsibility to push past embarrassment, shame, pain, to figure out other things, other words that best suit situations, other feelings to connect with, to heighten our experience, especially when we continuously are experiencing the same things over and over and over and over. At some point, you have to turn the mirror on yourself. You have to do some self-reflecting, to dig deeper, to figure out what's really going on. Because like I always say, there's a level past everything we know to be true. Meaning that everything we think is real is not. Meaning that everything we felt like was it is not it. Meaning that there are people having their own experience right now who are deeper into this experience. We are so far from a climax. We are always on a mission, on purpose. As long as we have a pulse, as long as God continuously gives us another day, we have something greater to pursue. We have something to find out. We have something to understand. We have things to understand about ourselves, about the world, about other people. We have a contribution to uphold. We have to understand that there's always going to be somebody on a higher level than us. Pursue that. Pursue what they know. Pursue what they understand. Trust and believe that there will be a culture shock. There will be something that you never understood. There will be something that you thought was something else, but it actually is something greater. There are levels past the point of things like jealousy and hate and enviousness and everything that we battle and struggle with, being from, certain areas and certain communities and certain cultures. We as cultures sometimes, and as race and as ethnicities, we struggle to see past our cultural curses. So everything is somebody being jealous of you. Everything is somebody hating on you. Everything is somebody being insecure. Everything is somebody being less than you. And a lot of people, it's always something with somebody being greater than them. When indeed, that's not even the case. You just have to figure out that it's a level past those little minute ways of thinking and being. It's so many other words besides jealousy and hate and enviousness. There's so many other definitions. There's so many other expressions There's so many other ways of thinking and being. There's so many other ways to categorize things. We should always be on a hunt to figure it out. What's greater than this? What's more than this? I always tell people, with me, I'm so far past arrogance. There is a level past arrogance. I've suffered from arrogance. I've ascended arrogance. There's a level past confidence. There's a strong level past confidence. It's associated with salvation. It's associated with God's grace and his mercy. I'm far beyond confident. I have an understanding of whose I am and who I am. To me, that's deeper. It's deeper. It's deeper. And the older I get, the more I continuously pursue the Lord, the more I continuously pursue myself, I'll learn words past salvation. I'll learn words past mercy. I'll understand things on a different level of grace. I'm always on a pursuit for that, because after a while, I start to get bored with the things that I know. And I used to miscategorize that. I used to think I was ungrateful. I used to think that I was always uncontent and just not satisfied. But that's called drive. That's called ambition. That's called a fire in you that God puts in the pit of your womb that constantly pulls at you to get up and seek more. And that's a blessing. There's so many people who trying to find that spark, who's trying to find that fire. If you are blessed with the luxury to be able to have that fire nonstop in you, you better know how to categorize it. You better dig deeper into yourself to understand that you are so much more than what people told you you were in a negative way. Because a lot of those feelings of insignificance and miscategorizing things within yourself come from other people's perceptions, other people's beliefs, other people's thoughts. You don't have that in you naturally. You were not born with doubt. You were not born with fear. You were not born at a disadvantage. And so let's get back to pursuing what we originally came here to do in our original form, in the original way. The original way is just naturally higher. It's naturally more. It's naturally greater, because it's all about God. Peace.